What's going on YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Batman Urban Legends number 15. This came out a few weeks ago, so I'm a little bit late on catching up on this stuff. I got this and a few other comic books I got to review today. Then I'll be all caught up, ready for the new batch of comics that come out tomorrow. So getting caught up, that's always the fun part. So, Urban Legends, like I said, I mean, if you want to know my thoughts on the other stuff, like I said, it can be hit or miss sometimes. I don't feel like this book is entirely necessary, although there are sometimes some really good stories that are sprinkled in throughout it. The Chip Zdarsky Red Hood one is obviously number one in my book, but current Urban Legends stuff, like this Batman Zatanna Constantine one, I'm really enjoying this one. And I'm enjoying the story by Mark Russell at the end with Ace the Bat-Hound. Like, it's something a little bit different. And like I said, there's two really solid stories in here. There's one with Plastic Man that's just kind of okay. And then you have like this Birds of Prey thing with a new batch of characters, which I'm not fully into, but I don't necessarily like dislike. But the Batman Zatanna Constantine one is quite good. Like I said, and then the final story at the end. So after like these stories wrap up next month, I'm curious to see what Urban Legends is going to be like, because you have two really solid stories like kind of carrying this book right now. And like I said, then you have kind of the other ones in between. So first one, like I said, is Bound to Our Will. Vita Ayala is the writer. This is the Batman Zatanna Constantine thing, dealing with a lot of their issues. Like, I feel like this issue's just got to end with the two of them saying "I love you" or something like that, because it's clear like there's a lot of like tension going on there. Like, Batman's so freaking constipated, and just refuses to like let his feelings be known for Zatanna, and Zatanna at least says that to him at one point, that she does love him, but Bruce is he's just so damn stubborn, man. As we know, Batman and Constantine are trapped in kind of this other like place, like this other plane of reality. They're trying to get back. They're trying to stop these two villains. The magic spell between Bruce and Zatanna has caused some issues, and like I said, magic. The strength of this issue is in the dynamics. And even here you can see Zatanna tells Bruce that she does love him. So like I said, I'm more intrigued by Zatanna and Bruce than I am than like some of the other stuff that's going on. I'm really kind of bored with the Batman Selena Kyle thing. I know it's iconic and all that, but after what we got in the Tom King Batman run, I don't really want to see that pairing again. Maybe in another like universe or other media, but just not in this universe. Like I've thoroughly been burnt out by it. So like, if you can do Batman and Zatanna, I think that's pretty interesting as a new dynamic. And I really like Zatanna as a character. And plus you have Constantine in there, like his witty comebacks, his dialogue, and the way he plays off Batman is really fun, energetic. There's emotions in this. I just think it's a pretty solid story overall. Like I said, the artwork right here is really good for this particular story. So I'm curious to see how it's all going to end. But I am excited. The second storyline is Bending the Rules, written by Joey Esposito. This is Batman and Plastic Man. It's just a Batman and Plastic Man team up. Joker gets involved. Plastic Man has his witty remarks. You get some action here. So I think if you're a Plastic Man fan, then you'll probably enjoy it. As for me, it's like, you could have probably skipped it overall. It's just because Urban Legends kind of has this thing. They'll have the two issues that are like 6 parts. Then they'll have kind of like one single standalone story like thrown into each issue, and then you'll have like a 3-part storyline, so it kind of spaces things out a little bit. So, and then the other one, we have Memory Lane, which is written by Che Grayson. This is the Birds of Prey thing with the whole memory thing. The interesting part of the story is the dynamic with all the different Birds of Prey members who aren't really Birds of Prey members. Like, there's no Batgirl, there's no Black Canary, there's no Huntress on here. So I'm not sure why they're calling themselves the Birds of Prey. But yeah, so we have Zatanna, or not Zatanna, Katana, Shiva, and then we have this other new character, was it Ghost or something? Miracle Molly. They're all trying to stop this whole memory lane machine thing, so that ties back into Fierce Day with Miracle Molly and all that other stuff. And yeah, it's just them kind of like going toe-to-toe. It ends with Katana looking like she's ready to kill Shiva, and then that's that one. And then my other favorite storyline is the Mark Russell one with Ace the Bat-Hound. We get some of his origins as a puppy, and then how the Joker kind of took him in, killing somebody who almost killed this poor little innocent puppy, but that's Joker. If Joker killed the puppy, like, no, Batman needs to kill the Joker. And then, of course, we have the little animals teaming up here. We have Ace, we have that chicken, we have the squirrel. Obviously, they had the bear earlier on, which Batman's going to have to compete with, and you have the turtle in that. I actually got pretty, like, emotionally invested. I'm pretty emotionally invested in this thing. Like, at some point later on, the chicken dies, and it's really telling when I feel like more emotion for the death of a chicken than the death of the Justice League in Justice League 75. I know the Justice League are coming back, but like I said, the chicken, I felt more emotion for this than I did for the death of the Justice League in that recent issue that came out. Was it like this month or last month? So that's pretty telling, like of how I can feel more sympathy for like the death of this poor little chicken than I can for a lot of other stories. But anyways, the other animals are teaming up. They're getting ready to try and figure out where Batman is. The issue kind of ends with Batman getting ready to fight the wounded bear, who was a part of that group that was trying to rescue Batman. So, yeah, I'm actually quite excited to see how this storyline ends. I really like this one. It's simple. It's easy to follow. Having the story focused on the animals and telling their story is a lot more interesting, I feel like, because it's something we're not really used to seeing. So, like, that one and the Batman Zatanna Constantine one are really strong stuff. And that's what's carrying this issue for Urban Legends for me. That's why I say it's a recommend. The two stories in the middle, like the Plastic Man ones, that's all right. The Birds of Prey one, I'm not quite as into, but I know there's some Birds of Prey fans out there. They're like, yeah, let's give us these characters. In which case, yeah, sure. And it kind of was, I feel like they should have just titled it The Outsiders, given the fact that, you know, Katana, God, I keep saying the same thing. Katana was on The Outsiders with like Black Lightning and all that, and then like Shiva was involved in all that. It feels like they should have just titled it that rather than Birds of Prey, at least from my perspective. So yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about this particular issue. If you like it or if you dislike it, tell me your thoughts on it in the comment section down below, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. I got more comic book reviews coming out later on today. I got to catch up on, was it Joker, I think Detective Comics, and Task Force Z. Then I'll be all set and caught up for this week, and then the new issues come out tomorrow, so I got like a couple reviews going to be posted then. I think Robin, Deathstroke, and then the final issue of Teen Titans Academy are out, so look forward to videos on that. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now, bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.